founder of Wise Lives Build here, and we are here for Momentum Monday. This is the day that we come out here. We give you that shot in the arm, that little bit of encouragement to start your week because we are taking Mondays back, right? I know growing up, I remember the song say, "Just another manic Monday," right? And I just choose not to come into agreement with that. I think it can be a marvelous Monday. I think it can just be a magnificent Monday, and that this week can be all that God has called it to be because I am going to show up, right? And so today we are going to be speaking from the topic because I believe, here's the thing. I believe that we can start this week strong and end it even stronger. And so the topic we're going to speak from today is do it anyway, right? And we're not talking from a rebellious place of I'm just going to do what I want to do. No, that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about those things that you know that has been purpose in your heart, those things, that conference you're supposed to do, that book you're supposed to write, that play you're supposed to do, all the things that you've been kind of putting off because I don't have the money, I don't have the know-how, I don't have anyone to support me, I don't have anybody to do it for me, I don't have an assistant, all the things you don't have. I need you to do it anyway. I need you to do it anyway. Why? Why do I need you to do it anyway? Because who knows? What if? Can we just put what if? I just want you to follow me and play along today. What if the very thing that you've been waiting for, you've been desiring, you've been wanting is on the other side of this act of obedience? What if? What if it's on the other side of this act of obedience? This step of obedience, this thing that feels a little uncomfortable to you right now. Okay. And so I'm gonna read we're gonna listen to Mother Teresa today. Okay. I found this poem because as I kept trying to say, okay, Lord, what do you want me to talk about today for Momentum Monday to get us started for this week? And all I kept hearing is do it anyway. And I'm like, what? He's like, do it anyway. And so I began to do a little bit of research. And good morning, Danielle. Good morning, Natalie, Tiffany, Jerry, Leslie, and Jerry this morning. And so there's a few things that I found when I just, went to Google and I said, help me. What is do it anyway? And it says, Don't Give Up Before It Gets Good by Tasha Cobbs. That's her book that she wrote, right? And I love the tagline. Don't give up before it gets good. Do it anyway, right? Don't give up before. Good morning, Toya. Thanks for being here this morning, sis. Don't give up before it gets good. Because, y'all, how many times have you given up because it got complicated? That it got a little difficult, that things didn't line up the way you thought they were supposed to. I have learned in my life that there are times where favor is better than money, right? And that you forget that you have the favor of God on your life, that when He tells you to show up or go do something or tells you to do something, that means His favor is going with you. So, what you don't have in your bank account may show up in the favor of God that you don't even need what you think you need, right? I remember recently I went to an event and I was, there and we were in the middle of worship and God said, I need you to sit down. And I'm like, what? Everybody standing, hands lifted. I'm on the front row, right? And I don't know about you, but you want to do, what you're supposed to do. And He says, I need you to sit down. Sit down. Everybody's standing. We're in the middle of worship. And He said, I need you to sit. This is the posture I need you to take because there's something I need you to do for the service, right? So I did it anyway. I sat down, I was obedient to God, and we had an amazing move of God. And God said, I needed you to be in this posture because this is your posture of worship. You can't do it like everybody else. So I want you to do it anyway. Because sometimes, listen, sometimes, you stand there with your hands lifted. Sometimes you got to kneel and you got to go lay on the altar. Sometimes you just got to sit in your seat and posture yourself to be obedient to God and pray and do what He's telling you to do. There are times where, listen, I have to do it anyway, y'all, but I will go and I will walk away from everybody, go to the back of the room, stand and put my face to the wall because I don't want to know what y'all doing. I don't want to know what y'all doing. I don't want to see what y'all doing. It's just me and God. And so do it anyway, because some people may not understand. Some people may look at you. Good morning, you Tiki. Some people may look at you and they thinking, this girl is crazy. Why is she doing this in the middle of how many people started a business in the middle of a pandemic? That was crazy, right? But we had to do it anyway. So do it anyway. And this is a poem by Mother Teresa. People are often unreasonable, illogical, and self centered. Forgive them anyway. People may accuse you, if you are kind, people may accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Be kind anyway. If you are successful, you will win some false friends and some true enemies. Succeed anyway. If you are honest and frank, people may cheat you. Be honest and frank anyway. What you spend years building, someone could destroy overnight. Build anyway. If you find serenity and happiness, they may be jealous. Be happy anyway. The good you do today, people will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. The good you do today, I'm going to read that one again. People will often forget tomorrow. Do good anyway. Give the world the best you have, and it may never be enough. Give the best you've got anyway. You see, in the final analysis, it is between you and God. It was never between you and them anyway. So when you begin to think of this week, the things that you have to do, I need you to take everything but you and God out of the equation and do it anyway. Gideon had 3,000 soldiers and God dwindled it down to 300. He couldn't pout. He couldn't be mad about those that was sifted out. He had to do it anyway. He had to go out with what God had ordained him to go out with. Can I tell you today that you are equipped, you are empowered, and I hope after this that you are encouraged to go out there and do it anyway. Show up anyway. Tell somebody about your business, your ministry, your book, whatever that thing is that God has put into your life. Anyway, I know you done told your coworker a million times that you tell them about Jesus every day. Do it again anyway. Do it anyway. Keep telling them until they receive him. Keep showing up. Keep doing it anyway. That is all he told me to tell y'all today. Do it anyway. I'm hosting an event on October 11th and 12th called the Great Exchange Empowerment. It's a women's empowerment weekend, and we doing it anyway. Hey, we're doing it because why? Because that's what God said. He said, bring my ladies, my women, my daughters into bring my daughters into the command center, and I need you to equip them. We're going to empower you. We're going to encourage you to do it anyway, to stand the way that God is telling you to stand. Thank you for all of you that have registered. If you have not registered, registration is still open. You can go to www.thecassandrawilliams.com. Click on the Great Exchange. All the information is there. You may have to call the hotel for the room block. The room block has ended, but you can call the hotel and they may still have rooms available. But tickets are available for the whole weekend and for Saturday only. If you can't come for the whole weekend, maybe you can come for Saturday. Spend the day with us, right? It is called Becoming One. And what we're going to be doing is God is going to be dropping instruction, strategy of how we're going to be able to stand. Many of you are bracing yourself, if you will, and we're looking at the bad, but God is saying, do it anyway. God is saying, I need you to show up anyway in the face of calamity, in the face of what people are saying is happening. God is dropping instructions to his sons and his daughters. And so we are going to put our ear to the pulse in the command center that we will not be moved. Our families will not be a casualty of war. We listen, we're not participating. We participate. We're not going to participate. We are going to be on the right side of things, right? Because we are going to do it anyway. We are going to listen for the voice of God and we're going to do what he tells us to do anyway. All right. So for those of you that need to get into the great exchange, do it anyway. Right. I know what your bank accounts say. I know what life is telling you right now, but do it anyway. If that's a room you need to get into, do it anyway, by any means necessary. Get into that room. All right. So I love you all. The next few weeks, I may be out here live on Facebook. I may not. I don't know. I want y'all to get in here, but I am going to be in the face of God, because hearing for those that are getting into the room, because there's a mandate um, for us to be present with him, because he's showing us things in dreams, he's showing us things in visions, he's showing us things in his word, and we've got to be paying attention, y'all. We've got to pay attention. So I love you all over here on Facebook, on YouTube. Have an amazing day. This has been your Momentum Monday. Do it anyway. Do it anyway, no matter what's coming at you. As long as God said this is what you're supposed to do, I want you to show up and I want you to do it 100% this week. All right. So have an amazing week, because you can start this week strong and end even stronger. Be blessed, everyone. Bye bye.